With Growlers head coach Eric Wellwood. Eric, a better start tonight led to a nice finish, 6-2 victory. Are you pleased with the team's start in the game tonight?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, they scored the first goal, but we didn't have any panic in our game. I thought, that was a much better game. Our nerves were a lot calmer. I think yesterday you attributed to a lot of guys. We have a young team, and first time playing a playoff game in a long time for some of them, if not their first pro playoff game. So the nerves were settled. I thought the boys played really, really well the entire 60.
And it definitely felt a little chippier, felt like games of old maybe against these guys. How did that look from the bench, and how do you feel the team responded?
Yeah, I would say that's a very fair comment. I think it became 4-1, and they started to get a little bit more chippy and trying to get us off our game. But, it's playoffs now. It's going to be difficult to get us fired up in those instances. But it was definitely, you could see the rivalry starting to rear its head again. But that's all good. It's playoff hockey, and, we'll see what happens next game, game 3.
We chatted before the game about how we expected Keith Petrozelli to have a bounce-back night. Certainly seemed like he had that. What did you think of his game?
Yeah, very good. He made the saves at the right moment. I thought the boys in front of him were doing a good job not allowing too many grade A scoring chances, but when they did get them, he was there to make the save. Very pleased with his game tonight for sure.
And again, before the game we chatted, we knew that Zach O'Brien was going to have an extra guy on him tonight. That opened up a lot of ice. Who did you like out there tonight who kind of took advantage of some of that maybe extra opportunity?
Oh man, I don't know if I can single out a guy, to be honest. As much as I would like to give some guys some props. Like if you look at OB's line with Bolin and OC, like both of them played very, very well and were able to find the back of the net. Chizosi's line was very good again, and the 4 guys rotating on the third line. Like I don't have one guy that was a passenger. I don't have one guy in my mind that played above and beyond everybody else. I thought it was a very, very solid team effort all around.
The power play, for tonight, it had its chances. What did you feel about the power play?
Yeah, nothing. I mean, the boys had their looks. Plenty of opportunities to score, just didn't go in. We've had a strong power play all year, and you go through those little spurts where it doesn't go in right away. And maybe you get 4 or 5 in a row and they don't go in. There's nothing to be panicked about as long as the boys are getting their looks. I mean, if you look at their ozone possession time out of 2 minutes, that top unit was out there for $1.30. It seemed like every power play. So, nothing to correct there. Boys are doing a fantastic job. It'll start going in for us.
The series shifts back to Trois-Rivières, a place where the Growlers have had a lot of success in the regular season. You're looking forward to heading back to the Colisée?
Yeah, big time. We're looking forward to it, flying out tomorrow morning. They have a great atmosphere there and a great fan base, and we're looking forward to seeing how they are in a playoff game. I'm sure it's going to play some effect on the game, and it's going to give Trois-Rivières some energy, of course, but hopefully we can silence the crowd as quickly as possible.
Coach, what's the message to the team after games 1 and 2 here and the great performances?
Yeah, there's not a real long message other than good job, boys. There's so much work to be done. You don't get too high after a win. Maybe if we are fortunate enough to win the series, there's going to be a little bit more of a message being said, but the boys know it's good job. Let's go get on to the next game.
Both last night and tonight, McCourt made a play that led to the first goal. Is it safe to say that forward McCourt has arrived?
I would say so. We experimented with him playing forward numerous times this season, and he seems to have a lot of success, of course, from a production standpoint, as you can see, but it's everything away from the puck that he does so well. I don't really want somebody to change positions. I know you've played a position your entire life. I don't want to be the one to say you're now a different position. It's kind of morphed into that organically, which I think is a little bit better for a transition. But he played fantastic again, and there's a reason why he's in the lineup. We have other guys that aren't in the lineup that deserve to as well, and he's taken up one of those spots. So kudos to him. Hopefully he keeps going.
In the first starting game, Isaac Johnson, what did you think of his play this evening?
Very good, very, very good. What I really liked about his game was his game management. He was getting the puck deep at the appropriate time. his one-on-one skills are fantastic, as you've seen. He scored a goal, of course, one-on-one against a guy, and he had in the third period a huge opportunity to score another one, taking somebody one-on-one. So, his effort has been outstanding. His tracking, I'm very, very happy with where he's at. He should be too.
And that's a pretty complete 60 minutes there from this group. Is there anything from your perspective that this team can improve on going into Game 3?
I don't know. I don't think so. Of course, there's always little details. There's no such thing as a perfect game. I guess you don't want them to score. 6-0 would be a lot better. But no, I would be really, really micromanaging mistakes and pointing them out. But those happen in the game if you played enough and watched enough hockey. It's a game of mistakes. You just try to limit them, and the boys did a fantastic job in that. So, there's not much that I would want different from that, no.
Hometown crowd was rocking this weekend as well. How much does that help fuel this
Yeah,
season?
big time. Really, really pleased with the support that we were getting this weekend, especially tonight. We had, I think it was close to 5,500 if I'm not mistaken. I mean, that's our biggest crowd of the year. The boys feel it. I mean, we've all year long we've played with either no fans because of the health protocols or very limited fans with capacity limits. So to have some people in the building, it plays such a big part, and the boys feed off that. And I mentioned before, we're entertainers at heart, and you need people in the stands to entertain. And when they're there, it gives you a big boost. So definitely pleased with that.